We love it when Jim Hagy's here from Chef's Market Cafe and Restaurant. We're making something fabulous today. It's a roasted corn Fiesta salad that is so popular on your menu right now.
It is really popular, and Chef Bill Cognac, this is his recipe. He came up with this when corn started coming in last month. And we'll have it on the menu and in our salad case through the middle of September. That's about when corn goes out. But it's so easy to make, and people are probably having a lot of fresh corn. Maybe our friends are bringing it over. Of course, you know, it's all in the grocery store.
And farmers markets everywhere.
And farmers markets. And one of the things I wanted to show before we get started, I want to show you how to pick out a good ear of corn. I know most of your viewers know this, but
I don't know.
What you want to do is look for just a really bright green, maybe even a little bit brighter green than this, but a bright green husk. And then, you know, when you're in the grocery store, wherever, it's really okay. I mean, you know, who's going to be the grocery store police? Just pull it back, and you want to see and make sure that this is nice and plump.
Okay.
And you know how sometimes this can be dried on
yeah.
the end. That's a good sign that you want to stay clear of that.
Okay.
But you're going to need 4 ears of corn to make this. And the way we're going to start is you would husk this and just completely husk it if you're doing it in your oven, and just take all of the silk off. Brush it with about 2 tablespoons of oil. Turn your oven up to about 450 degrees and pop it in for 10 to 12 minutes.
Okay.
And just the heat of roasting, it kind of takes away a little bit of the water, which brings out the sugar and gives it that nice, great flavor.
Yeah.
Or you can do it on the grill, just like you would at home. Just throw it on your grill. You could leave the husk on, take the outer husk off, the silk off, pull the husk back over it after you've brushed it with oil, and just turn it. I just like to husk the whole thing and just play with it.
Oh, yeah. That looks like fun.
But anyway.
All right, so you're going to slice that down.
Slice that down.
And you end up
believe
with
it or
this
not,
much.
isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you get 4 ears. Will give you that much corn.
Okay.
And so I'm going to put that in there, and if you'll be stirring that up.
I will.
And then to that, we're going to add, this is a cotija cheese, which is a cheese from Mexico. It's kind of like a Parmesan cheese.
Okay.
It adds a nice little salty flavor to that, and that's a cow's milk cheese. You take 1 shallot, and with the shallot, you've taken it and you've sliced it really, really thin. And as you're stirring it, it's just going to come apart.
Now, are we using shallots for color? Or for the more of a sweetness, or
well, you know, it's a little bit milder than, say, an onion would be. I think even a little bit milder than a red onion.
Okay.
But it gives you that same color that would have. This is a little pepper that surprised us a moment ago.
Yeah, I ate a piece and realized it's a little bit hot.
And without the seed, it tastes almost just like a bell pepper. But we've sliced it, and it's half of one. And we sliced it very, very thin.
Okay.
And the spicier you want it to be, the more seeds you would leave in there. So we're going to leave about half of those in. Do a little salt and pepper to taste. I've got some kosher salt here. We've got 2 tablespoons of honey, which those...
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So that brings out a little bit more of the sweetness of the corn. And then to give it a little pop, to give it a little bit of pop of tartness, we're going to take the juice of 1 lime. And then the zest of a lime kind of brings that flavor out even more.
Kind of brightens it, doesn't it?
It does. And then finally, just to add a little bit of fat back into it, we're going to take 2 tablespoons of oil, and you stir that up nicely. And then the final is about 1/4 cup of cilantro. And we haven't even really diced it. It's just a whole leaf. Just make sure the stems are tender.
Okay.
And we're going to take half of that. And then once we've got that ready to serve, then just leave the other half, and then you would just sprinkle that on top.
Gosh, that looks fantastic.
Oh, it's delicious. This is so good for you. You know, corn is a great source of coarse fiber, but it's also a good source of antioxidants.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
that's
so
good. How long will this keep?
You know, I would say about 2 days would be, but it won't keep that long.
It may not stay around that long. I was just thinking that as soon as I asked. Yeah, because you're going to want to chow down on this. It's absolutely delicious. It's recipe number 5227. It's online now in the Talk of the Town recipes section at newschannel5.com. You'll find Jim and his wonderful team over at Chef's Market Catering and Restaurant on Conference Drive in Goodlettsville. Ready to dig in?
Dig in.
Thank you.
This